Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. And suspected Ukrainian drone attack occurred in Crimea and a Russian fleet was targeted. The Russians claim that they were successful in destroying all the drones, but I have a video here claiming otherwise where you can see an explosion. I will play that video. And I will have two articles, one from Russia Today, and the other one from a different outlet. So let's get going with this Russian article. And it's from March 22nd, 2023. Crimean naval base attacked by drones. A sea incursion targeting Sevastopol was repelled by the city's defense systems. It says at least 3 naval drones were involved in an early morning attack on Russian warships stationed at the port of Sevastopol. Local government governor has reported the city host. The Russian Navy's assets were not damaged in Wednesday raid, but the windows of several buildings near the coast were shattered by blast waves from the destroyed drones. Did you hear that? Okay, now let's go to the other article. Boom, boom. This comes from Mr. Peter Suciu. Hey, Romanian friend. 12 hours ago. So this is, it says, new video shows likely Ukraine drone attack on Russian Navy. So this is a picture, but I have a video as well with this. So video of Sevastopol drone strike shared on Twitter. Video footage of the Wednesday drone strike on Crimean city of Sevastopol was shared across social media. So let's go down here and try to see that video. I was able to see it early. Here it is. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Let's see. Now that's a boom. I think that's a successful attack. What would you think? Now they say here is the is that 22nd of March 2023, 4:44 a.m. Well, I can't verify if that's what it is, but I'm just this is on Twitter. I use this one and see what these guys are saying. Come on, let's go. So we got that one. The attack, which had come in the early hours, had targeted vessels of the Russian Navy in the Black Sea. In the short clip, numerous explosions can be seen. The raid, reportedly carried out by Ukrainian drones, likely targeted the ships in port and the dock facilities. However, the pro-Kremlin, it is just the most recent raid conducted on the Russian naval facilities. However, pro-Kremlin officials were quick to downplay the attack. Moscow-backed Sevastopol governor, the one I mentioned there, took to the Telegram social media platform to claim that the Black Sea Fleet had successfully repelled the attack of autonomous surface vehicles and said that 3 targets believed to be sea skimming drones were eliminated with surface gunfire. It is unclear what caused the explosion or if any of the Russian military vessels were damaged. However, windows in the buildings near, this is what the Russian claim. And here it says, not there, right here. The attack on Sevastopol also came just a day after Ukrainian drones targeted a Russian train, reported by the carrying Calibre NK cruise missiles in the North Crimea at the main rail hub in Zankoy. The government in Kiev has not publicly claimed responsibility for either attack, but the Ukrainian military's operational command south has claimed that the rail hub had been rendered non-operational by the attack. The Crimean campaign coming soon? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that's going to come soon or not. Now, what do you think about the footage? Do you think the footage was well, the footage was over there as it was? I don't think it was tempered or anything like that. It seems to be how to say, not accurate, but legit. The problem is I don't know if that occurred yesterday or it occurred some other time when the Ukrainians indeed were able to damage the Russian fleet. If you remember, it was about 8 months ago or so, and they did the same thing, and they attacked with sea drones. It was the first time when they used sea drones, and the Russians claimed that those sea drones were provided by the Brits, operated by the Brits, and all that by the Brits from the territory of Ukraine. That's what the Russians claimed. They even said the town where the Brits have military personnel, according to the Russians, which was I looked over the map then, and it was a little bit northeast of Odessa, in that area. So I don't know if this footage is from there then, and now they show it right now. I mean, that little date and that can be there's no big deal. I mean, you can alter your phone's date whenever, and you can do whatever you want. And in a war, anyway, the fact is that video showed the explosion, which is a successful attack. The Russians do not have any interest in saying yes, one or two damaged, obviously, and the other ones obviously have the interest to overstate the success. That's basic psychology, and especially in a war. And we have this situation where, they all lie more than usually. So, what do you think about this one? I read about the other attack on the trains. According to the Russians, I didn't see the damage yet, but the fact that the Ukrainians are capable of penetrating the Russian air defense systems, it's concerning for them, obviously not for me. I'm okay, but still, it doesn't look good. And that explosion, I think, proves that, if that's accurate. And even if it's not accurate from yesterday, it's from 6 months ago or 8 months ago, still proves a point. Well, those things were capable of, The thing is, I don't think the air defense systems are not 100% accurate. So if you swarm them with, 50 drones, you expect 5 to at least pass through. But maybe I'm not, or go through, I don't know. I don't have the expertise to say how accurate they are, how precise they are, because they all claim. They claim it's this accurate, but then in real situation, what do you think the Russians are going to say? Well, we missed 5 out of 7. No, we didn't miss any. So the same with Ukrainians. What you see the Ukrainians saying now, that we hit, I don't know, about 80-90% of the missiles that the Russians are sending towards them. Again, it's a lot of course, propaganda, and then they're gonna mention the air defense systems names so people can buy them. It's a lot of advertising right here during the war, like the HIMARSs. Have you ever heard of HIMARS being destroyed yet? By the Russians, they said, yeah, we destroyed it. But if you hear the other side, zero, nothing, like it's invisible or something. I don't know if they were or not, but I find it impossible. That's the word, impossible. In 8 months or whenever they distributed HIMARS not to be destroyed. One. I mean, no. Probabilities, possibilities. Do I have evidence? Well, I would say the Russians said they did it. Did they have evidence? I don't know. They show all kind of videos. Now, I don't know if those videos are accurate or BS. The fact is, I think a lot of BS is sold to us in order to sell weapons to other countries and say, hey, you see, our HIMARS never been hit, buy it. And they're buying them. Good for them. Why don't you go and borrow some more money and get the public debt higher, and then the banks are going to take everything, and you're going to be the modern slaves, economic slaves. That's what we are. So yeah, it's okay, because we're scared. We're scared of Russia. Remember Trump? Russia. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Russia.